afternoon, my YouTube friends. This is Pierre at Pierre Speaks, and this is your Wellness Edition. And I am going to talk to you today about an important aspect of your life. I get questions asked to me often about how do I get started. I don't know how to get started on leading a healthy lifestyle. And I think one of the ways, a very important way to get started, and this is something that I'd always done, and I continue to do now because I think it's a continuous thing. And one of the things I think you should do is to take an inventory of your life. And one of the ways you can do that is with all this technology we have. We have these cell phones at our fingertips. There are countless note-taking apps out there, and notepads, and note this, memo this and that. You can use that and take these notes on the go and all that. Or do it the old-fashioned way like I am prone to do. There's always a post-it note or a good old-fashioned notepad not far away from my hand. And I write countless drivel and notes all day about its ideas and stuff like that. But there was a certain point where I had to really write down what it was that I wanted for myself. And I think for people who are starting out, who have gone through all the rigors of starting, stopping, or how do I get this done, I think you really have to write down what it is you want. And a part of that is, and this is a very hard part, and it's something I'm going through with a couple of people that I'm training right now, is that you got to make time for yourself. And in that may mean that you may have to lessen the time for some of the people that you love. Because what I've discovered is sometimes these people can be a little toxic. Now, in the toxicity of your loved ones, that doesn't mean you have to completely cut them off. I think what that means is you just have to, as I just stated, is just limit some of the time and first be aware of where they're being toxic and where they're being detrimental to you at. And you just kind of have to wall some of that off and just, make schedules accordingly, because these are things that can really get you back into the same routines that you've always been in. And I've seen it happen with myself, because what we do, especially in these family enmeshments, is we will fall right back into our own the usual family roles that we're used to, and this will keep us exactly where we are. So for anyone trying to make these huge changes, wholesale changes in their lives, this will never get you out of it. So you have to make barriers, make lines, and not let anyone cross them. You cross the line and keep them out of them, and then because a lot of times they're not going to come over to your support and to your frame of thinking. And that's just how it is. And it can be a very lonely thing. It could be a divisive thing where it puts you at odds with your family or these people that care about you. But ultimately, if this is something that you feel is important, and it is, then and these people don't support you, then you have to really look inside yourself and ask yourself some other questions. Now, I'm not gonna tell you what those questions are, but this is something that I've had to do before, and in some cases, I have had to let people go who weren't supportive of what I wanted to do, because these things ultimately for me were super important. They were positive, and they were things that, in my opinion, were going to take me somewhere that was in a better place than we were. And for some people, that's intimidating. So that's how I think that some people can get started. Again, is by taking an inventory and then drawing lines and creating limits and some walls. I think some people can say that's a negative thing, but I don't think it is. I think we need walls sometimes to find the areas that are of ourselves that we need to wall off from things and people that may be toxic to us. So let me know if you think that's helpful for you. Let me know if you think that's just pure nonsense. Either way, I'll take the feedback and I'll use it and go on from there. But this has been another segment of Pierre Speaks, your wellness edition. And as always, please like and subscribe. And I will see you on the next one. And as always, be well. Thank you.